Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shola's Mentorship Blueprint Podcast. If this is your first time of tuning in, you're welcome. Here is a space where we talk real leadership and the kind that starts from the inside out. I remain your host today, Olushola Odubanjo, a registered nurse, chartered manager, mentor, and your guide on this journey of becoming a bold, kind, and grounded leader. Now, if you've ever sat in your car, taking a deep breath and thought before walking into work, hoping not to run into your boss today, then this episode is for you. And if you are that boss, it's especially for you. Today, we're talking about something that hurts but needs to be said. Now, with all the leadership books, courses, conferences, lots of podcasts everywhere, why are people still anxious and even crying because of their leaders? Let's unpack this together. Now, the first part is the leadership overload. We're living in a leadership rich world where there is more TED Talks on leadership than you could watch in a lifetime. There are executive coaching programs, corporate trainings, lots of trainings everywhere about leadership. We're flooded with words like empowerment, vision, servant leadership, agile mindset, emotional intelligence, and loads. And yet, people are still afraid to go to work. Still saying, my manager doesn't see me. Still crying or anxious in their car before walking into the office. Like, seriously? Why? Because somewhere along the line or along the way, we began understanding leadership intellectually and then lost the touch with leading from the heart. Leadership then became a title. It's become a climb. It's become a way to sit at the table. And we stop asking, who are we actually bringing with us? Now, the position that changes people. Let's get real on this. Leadership changes people. And I'm sure some of you can relate with me on this. Now, you start out wanting to make a difference. You remember how it felt to be overlooked, undermined, unheard, and you swore you'll be different. And then you got the position, and bang, something happened. Deadlines, pressure, ego. Now, your voice is louder in meeting, but your ears stop listening. Now, people actually pause when you get into the room, not because they admire you, but because they are afraid of what you will say. How did we actually forget so quickly? I'll give this as an example. Like, it's like getting at the top of the mountain and then kicking down the ladder behind you. And to those listening who are emerging leaders, this is a reminder for you. It's easy for you to criticize your leader. However, don't become the very thing that you once prayed would change. Don't let power make you forget the pain of being powerless. Another segment is the people left bleeding. Do you actually know what poor leadership does? Probably not. It doesn't just demotivate people. It leaves them behind bruised. It leaves talent untapped into, confidence shattered, dreams delayed. I've had the opportunity of talking to people who will say, I stopped believing I could lead because of the person I worked under. They made me feel small, replaceable, invisible. That's not a bad fit. That's emotional damage. And we need to stop pretending that leadership decisions don't ripple into people's own families and mental health. This isn't just about missed KPIs. It's about people who now second guess their worth. And if you're in the position of leadership right now, you're actually shaping someone's story every single day. What do you want that story to be? Another segment is what we're getting wrong. What actually are we getting wrong? With all the resources available out there talking about leadership. So, what's the real issue? Definitely, it's not lack of knowledge. And we definitely don't need another course. We need more characters, good characters. We're training managers to optimize performance, but not mental women's. We reward quick wins and forget to build long-term trust. We actually chase innovation, but ignore inclusion. It's quite really interesting where you get to mostly every places and people talk about inclusion. It's okay to talk about it, but do we actually practicalize it? We coach public speaking, but not private accountability. We say employees are our greatest assets, It's a common talk, it's a common statement now, but treat them like they're expendable the moment things get hard. And now, this is to my fellow leaders out there. You don't get to say you care about people if you never ask them how they're doing. If your team only hears from you when they've made mistake, I will say this boldly and unapologetically that you're not leading. You are actually managing fear. Now, I have a message to current and future leaders. To the current leaders, stop hiding behind the title. Take a good look in the mirror. If your team is silent around you, that's not peace, that's fear. Now ask yourself, am I leading people or controlling them? Am I actually mentoring or micromanaging? Would I want to work for me? That's you asking yourself. I will leave that thought with you. Now to emerging leaders. When you get there, and you will surely get there, remember where you started. Stay soft, stay grounded, and stay human. Don't trade your empathy for efficiency. Don't confuse leadership with authority. Lead people the way you once wished someone led you. It's not about being in charge. Leadership is not about being in charge. It's about being trusted with people's potential. So, with all this leadership around us, let's stop being anxious and start healing. Stop crying. Let's build leaders we're not afraid of. Let's become the kind of leaders we needed when we started, because that's the real legacy and it starts with you. Thank you for listening. If this episode spoke to you, kindly like, subscribe, and share with someone else who needs the reminder. Start the conversation. Be the change. Drop your thoughts. I would like to hear from you. Until next time, lead with courage and lead with your heart. Thank you. Bye.